Hari Om kids! Today's focus of Bal Sanskar is on Raksha Bandhan. Our Indian culture is adorned with the garland of sacrifice and service. One flower of this garland is the festival of Raksha Bandhan. Although Raksha Bandhan is a festival for siblings, in a broader sense, today is a day to make auspicious resolutions, to experience the presence of the Supreme Being, and to pay homage to the sages. Brothers protect our material wealth, but saints and gurus safeguard our spiritual treasures. The spiritual values acquired by a seeker should not be scattered. They shouldn't be plundered by vices like lust, anger, greed, etc. Therefore, a seeker seeks protection from the gurus. Raksha Bandhan is a day to remember and reinforce that protection. It comes in the Bhavishya Puran. Wearing the protective thread on this festival destroys all diseases and inauspicious deeds. By wearing it once a year, a person remains protected throughout the year. When Shachi tied a Rakhi to Indra, he achieved victory in the battle. Kunti tied a Rakhi to Abhimanyu, and as long as the thread of Rakhi was tied on Abhimanyu's wrist, he fought in the battle. The thread might be small, but the auspicious intent of the one tying it and the belief of the one wearing it prove effective. On this festival, sisters offer well wishes for their brothers. Gurus extend their blessings to their disciples, and the disciples also wish for the well-being of their gurus, saying, Gurudev, may you have a long life and may your health be strong. Gurudev, may you succeed in uplifting millions like us. Let us pray to Gurudev. Brother might protect the sister to some extent, but Gurudev, only you can protect our minds and intellect, even more than millions of brothers. Please safeguard our emotions and faith. Let's begin today's session of Bal Sanskar by remembering Pujya Bapuji. Chanting session. Firstly, all the children will stand in their respective places and jump a little on their tippy toes. Now all the children will chant Om.
Hari Om, 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 Hari Om
Children, now we will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power.
It's time for story now. The title of today's story is Be Independent by Handing Over to God. A monk went to a house to take alms. A girl of about 8 years old sitting in that house was crying bitterly. The sage's heart was filled with compassion and he said, "Mother, why is this child crying?" Mother also started crying and said, "Maharaj ji, today is Raksha Bandhan. I don't have any sons. My daughter is asking me, on whose hand should I tie the Rakhi? I don't know what to answer. Even her father is not here." The sage was rich in high status. He extended his hand towards the girl and said, "Sister, I am your brother. Tie a Rakhi on my hand." The monk tied Rakhi and became the brother of that girl named Leela. Leela grew up and got married. After a few years, she got cancer in her stomach. In the hospital, Leela was counting her last breath. The family members asked for her last wish. Leela said, "Call my brother." As soon as the monk entered Leela's room in the hospital, Leela said, "Brother, tell God to either take away Leela's pain or take away her life. Now the pain of cancer does not go away from me." The monk quietly closed his eyes for a few moments near Leela. Then he said, "Sister, either the Lord will take away your pain or He will take your life." Meanwhile, Leela stood up and said, "Where is the cancer? I'm fine. Let's go home." Leela was tested. No sign of cancer was found. After coming home, Leela said, "I'm missing my 2 young children. I'm worried about them." Then the sage said, "That's why Lord has given you life force. Serve the children, break the bonds, and prepare to go home to Lord." Saying this, the sage left. Leela started serving the children. Now the children started living more with uncle and aunt. Exactly 1 year later, Leela got cancer again in her stomach. Leela said her last wish, "Call my brother." The monk reached to the sister. Leela was very calm. She kept brother's hand on her head, worshipped, and said, "Brother, I am not the body. I am the immortal soul. I belong to the Lord. I am free." Leela left the body by pronouncing Omkar. Leela's husband started crying in grief. Sadhu Maharaj, explaining to him, said, "Brother, why do you cry? Now Leela will not be born. Leela has become free." Then he smiled and said, "Whoever we hold by their hand, we only let them go once they are free. When the shore is far away, God is the only support of a destroyed boat in a storm." Pujya Bapuji says, when there is a problem, sorrow, trouble in our life which we cannot solve, then you should not panic, but go to a secluded room and pray at the feet of God, Sadguru, hand over everything to Him. Calm down. Then only that will be the supreme benefactor do that is ultimately in your best interest.
What should one do and not do on the day of Raksha Bandhan? Children, this year the auspicious timing for Raksha Bandhan based on different time zones are Indian Standard Time 30th of August 9:01 p.m. to 31st of August 7:05 a.m. 2023. California Time Zone PST August 30th 2023 Wednesday 2:27 p.m. to 5:03 p.m. Eastern Time Zone EST August 30th 2023 Wednesday 7:32 p.m. to 9:35 p.m. Therefore, it is recommended to tie the Rakhi during this auspicious time. The inauspicious time, known as Bhadrakal, Rakhi should not be tied during this time. It is believed that Surpanakha tied the Raksha Sutra to Ravan during the Bhadrakal, and as a result, his downfall occurred in the same year. Bhadra is the sister of Saturn, Shani, and just as Saturn's harsh gaze brings harm, Bhadra's influence can also be negative. To make a Vedic Rakhi, first offer one Rakhi to the image of Gurudev, spiritual teacher. Then sisters should tie Rakhi to their brothers, mothers to their children, and grandmothers to their grandsons with a positive intention. While tying the Rakhi, recite the following mantra.
तेन बद्धो बली राजा दानवेन्द्रो महाबलः तेन त्वां रक्षे बध्नामि रक्षे माचलमाचलः.
In essence, this mantra means, just like the thin Raksha Sutra that bound the mighty demon King Bali, I tie this Rakhi to you. May you be protected. May this thread never break, and may you remain safe and secure. This mantra can be recited while tying the Rakhi between brothers and sisters. Informative questions. The importance of essential items in Vedic Rakhi. In Vedic Rakhi, there is a significant importance of 5 essential items. 1. Durva grass. 2. Akshat, that's unbroken rice. 3rd. Kesar, saffron. 4th. Chandan, sandalwood. 5th. Mustard seeds. The significance of these 5 items is as follows. Durva grass. Just as by planting a single Durva grass seed, it rapidly grows and spreads in thousands, similarly, may the virtues and qualities in my brother's lineage grow swiftly. May virtues and purity of heart increase rapidly. Durva grass is dear to Lord Ganesh, so the one on whom we tie the Rakhi, may obstacles in their life be removed. 2nd. Akshat, or unbroken rice. May our reverence towards our Gurudev, spiritual teacher, always remain unshaken like unbroken rice. 3rd. Kesar, or saffron, is known for its intense nature, just as the one on whom we tie the Rakhi. May they be bright and luminous. May their spiritual and devotional fervor never diminish. Next is Chandan, or sandalwood, has a cooling nature and gives fragrance. Similarly, may there be a sense of calmness in their life, and may they never experience mental stress. Additionally, may the fragrance of benevolence, virtue and self-control spread in their life. Mustard seeds are sharp in nature, signifying that we should become sharp in eradicating the flaws and thorns in society. In this way, the use of these essential items in Vedic Rakhi holds spiritual significance. Glory of Indian culture. The significance of Shravani Purnima. In Indian culture, there is a beautiful tradition of harnessing the power of resolve, Sankalp Shakti. When performing auspicious deeds, a sacred thread, Raksha Sutra, known as Moli, is tied around the wrist of the person. This is done by Brahmins to ensure that your mind and intellect remain unaffected by the hidden faults or illnesses within the body, so that they don't hinder your decision making. During the month of Savan, that's Shravan, the sun's rays have a reduced impact on the earth, leading to conditions like diarrhea, vomiting, indigestion, fever, or bodily discomfort. Hence, on the day of Raksha Bandhan, by tying the Raksha Sutra, a pledge is made to safeguard one's physical, mental, and intellectual well-being. On this Shravani Purnima day, the recitation and the musical rendering of the Samved took place. Those who worship Saraswati Mata attain expertise in the field of music. This day marks a transition for Brahman, symbolizing the changing of the sacred thread Janeyu, and a prayer for increased longevity from Lord Brahma and Lord Surya. This Purnima is also observed by seafarers who offer coconuts and a drop of their own blood to the sea god as a symbol of protection. King Dakshrath sought forgiveness for the sin of Shravan Kumar's death and with a repentant heart promoted the significance of Shravani Purnima. Known as Rakhi Poonam, Shravani Poonam is the day of Raksha Bandhan, during which sisters apply a tilak and akshat sacred rice on their brother's forehead. They pledge, just as Lord Shiva is the three-eyed, all-knowing deity, may my brother also possess discernment, wisdom, fame, respect, and unwavering strength. He must bear the responsibility to rush to my aid if I ever encounter any distress or obstacles. The full moon following Guru Poonam is known as Shravani Poonam. It carries the resolve set during Guru Poonam into action. This Poonam serves as an inspiration to translate those resolutions into practice. Knowledge competition. And now it's time for knowledge competition. You'll be asked a question. There'll be 4 options and you need to give the correct answer in 10 seconds. The question is, who did Goddess Lakshmi tie a Rakhi to? The options are King Indra, King Bali, Guru Brihaspati, Sage Kashyap. Correct answer to the question will be revealed to you at the end of the session. Health tips. How to benefit from any type of illness. Consume 10 grams of juice from tulsi leaves and 10 grams of pure honey in the morning, afternoon and evening. Wear a tulsi necklace around your neck. Every morning, noon and evening, sit alone in a closed room and laugh heartily, even if it's a forced laughter. No matter how severe the disease, the patient should think, I'm not the one who is sick. The illness is in this body. I am conscious, immortal and distinct from this body. I am not separate from the all-pervading supreme consciousness. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. With this kind of chant, engage in self-reflection. By following these practices, miraculous benefits can be attained in any illness, even if doctors have given up hope. Activity time. And now it's activity time. How to make Vedic Rakhi. To create or make a Vedic Rakhi, take a little bit of each of the following: durva grass, rice, saffron, sandalwood, mustard seeds, turmeric, cowrie shell and a gomati chakra. Place these items in small quantities within a yellow silk cloth, stitch it closed and then wrap it with a sacred thread. And your Rakhi is ready. You can also obtain this Vedic Rakhi from an ashram or an online store, the link to which is provided in the description. Homework time. On the day of Rakhi Poonam, perform a mental homage to the revered Guru and tie a Vedic Rakhi onto the picture of a beloved Guru with deep emotions. While tying the Vedic Rakhi, take a photo or video and send it to the Bal Sanskar teacher, emphasizing the practice of children's virtues. Quiz. Get ready for the question and answer session. First question. What is the spiritual significance behind the festival of Raksha Bandhan? Question number 2. According to the story, what did Leela say to her brother when she was diagnosed with cancer again? Question number 3. What lessons do we learn from today's story? Question number 4. What materials are required to make a Vedic Rakhi? Question number 5. In which time period should Rakhi not be tied? Question number 6. Why is the day of Shravani Purnima particularly significant? Prayer time.
Om asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurmam amritam gamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti.
O Lord, lead us from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light, from mortality to immortality. May there be peace in all aspects of our lives. Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Bal Sanskar class concludes, and next week we will meet again with a new knowledge enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om. The correct answer to the knowledge competition question is Goddess Lakshmi tied a Rakhi to King Bali. King Bali asked, "Sister, what do you wish for?" Goddess Lakshmi replied, "Those who serve as your doorkeepers, you should let them go." Out of love for his devotee, Lord Narayan served as a doorkeeper. Goddess Lakshmi arranged for the Raksha Bandhan festival to get him released from his duties.